Welcome back to Kingdom Hearts. We just beat Hades in the last part.
So we won.
In the Hades Cup, but there's still more. But there's still more fighting.
Why is there more?
Why is there more?
It's the Hades Cup.
Yeah. What's the point of all of this?
Honestly, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's another boss fight that's related to this world coming up. It's just,
It's Phil.
I don't know why Hades wasn't the. I don't know why Hades wasn't the. Yes, that's why it was. No, it's not even Phil. It's actually Danny DeVito.
Good.
He's
It's
so
Frank.
spo-
It's
he's
Frank
so
from
powerful.
Always Sunny.
Yeah, it's Frank from Always
Exactly.
Sunny.
He's so powerful that he beat Hades at his own tournament.
It's actually Eeyore.
Turns out, Eeyore.
I like how the Lionheart Keyblade is basically just a rounded edge sword with a lion thing sticking out of it. A lion head.
Mm-hmm.
But we couldn't just keep the Dream Sword from the beginning of the game. Oh no.
Well, if you did that,
This one that's just...
you know,
That'd be too cool.
yeah.
I hate when the wizards use thunder because, like, they're invincible for some reason. That's annoying.
Nothing to it.
That's cheap.
Invisible Fear. We got another one of those fucking chameleon Heartless again.
No.
And this time they're escorted by these fuckers who are kind of annoying to fight in multiples.
I like that you can lock onto air.
I know. It's great, right?
Yeah.
It's like Sora can just sense its presence there. Imagine a giant chameleon that is literally invisible, and you just bump into it, and you're just like, oh, sorry, man.
Oh, my bad.
Didn't realize you were here. Sora leveled up and he got the Vortex ability. I can't remember, like, some of the abilities that Sora gets in this game. I can't remember, like, the oddballs. I think I remember Vortex not being very good. This fight's obviously a breather fight. You have 3 of the White Heartless. If you don't do what I did by accident, you can get some, like, extra experience out of them by actually playing their charades game, but, like, you don't have to. You can just fucking get rid of them and move on. We have another storm fight, this time a mix of both the Shadow Heartless and the Dark Ball Heartless. Really creative with these enemy fights, huh?
Well, we can't have anything too spicy. What if it was a multiple Hades that you had to fight?
Plot twist, the last fight of the Hades Cup is actually 2 Hades.
Damn.
That's the reason why we fought 1 Hades earlier.
Actually, the final fight in the Hades Cup is you have to play through Hades, the video game.
Hades, the video game?
Yes. You have to do a successful run in Hades, the video game.
No, the last part for this tournament is you actually have to play as Hades through the entire game.
The entire Kingdom Hearts game?
Yes, the entire Kingdom Hearts.
Oh shit.
As Hades.
As Hades. That might actually be fun.
Oh yeah, we have 2 of those chameleon fuckers now next to each other. What's better than 1 invisible enemy? 2 of them.
What about 20 of them?
Thankfully, we don't ever fight 20 of them at one time, or else that would be really fucking stupid. Thank you anyway for your suggestion, Landon.
Oh.
But I will award you no points, and God have mercy on your soul.
Alright. 21 of them.
You know what? That sounds like an okay idea to
Alright.
me.
But you do get to play as Hades during that fight, so...
This next one is another storm type thing, Shadow Troopers. It's basically the 3 main enemies that appeared in Hollow Bastion. So you've got the Wyverns, the Wizards, and then later some Defenders. And you just fight an unknown number of them. Although it is actually set, but they put question mark because you don't immediately fight them all at once like the other storm type fights. Honestly, I don't remember. I'm gonna see if like they have it listed.
I'm gonna say 23 Wyverns, 17 Wizards, and 200 Defenders.
It's nothing that crazy.
Oh.
Damn it, it doesn't even, like, it doesn't actually, like, tell us, like, the different sets of enemies. It just tells us the different enemies that we encounter. That doesn't help me.
What a bunch of cowards.
So not even the wiki actually tells us an exact amount.
Come on, fans. Get better at being fans.
I know the total number of enemies in this storm fight is somewhere in the ballpark of like 30 to 40. So I'm pretty sure it's like there's only like a few defenders, so it's like 5 defenders, and I think 5 or 6 defenders, and I think there's like 20 wizards, and then the rest are wyverns, something like that. It's a mostly split between the wizards and wyverns, but then there's a few defenders. So.
Alright, well, we're done.
Get it.
Let's leave.
Nope. We got 2 more fights.
No, we're done. We won.
The second one is called the Final Battalion, which is the Dark Ball, and then the 2 enemies from the upcoming world that we haven't actually gone to yet, Angel Star and Invisible. I believe that there's a total of roughly 50 enemies in this storm fight. Most of them are Dark Balls, but there's a good number of Angel Stars and quite a few of the Invisibles as well. If I remember correctly, it's like... The breakdown's like... Actually, it might be like closer to like 40 or so, but I'm pretty sure it's like 50. But there's like 30, maybe like 20 or 30 of the Dark Balls. I want to say there's like 10 or 12 of the Angel Stars, and then like 7 or 8 of the Invisibles. Might actually be higher than that though, because we are fighting 6 of these fuckers right now.
It's like 13 of them. That's my guess.
Thanks, Goofy, for giving us some extra MP.
Well, you're welcome.
Fighting 6 of these guys is really annoying, because they have like that tornado attack, they have the fucking whole ball of light, they can fucking shield themselves, it's kind of annoying. And they're way more durable as magic casting Heartless than any of the other enemies, because as I mentioned, they are kind of the strongest ones out there. Also, the dots on their head just reminded me of like the Reggies from Pokemon. How did they get away with... How did Pokemon get away with ripping that? I'm pretty sure the Pokemon came after.
Because the Pokemon look way cooler.
Actually, I think they came out pretty close together. I wonder if there was like any coordination between the two. Probably not. Just a coincidence.
Jack, your thoughts?
The Pokemon Emerald LP happened before the Kingdom Hearts LP, so Kingdom Hearts ripped off Pokemon Emerald.
Okay. They ripped off the game that actually came out 2 years after.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
That's what Jack said. And I'm inclined to believe him because he's been a part of Gaming Studios for almost 8 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Landon.
But not me.
Who are you? You're the new guy, Jeffrey, right?
Jeffrey.
Yeah, this is...
I feel insulted.
This is Jeffrey's first part.
I'm not even, I was gonna say, I'm not even insulted that you, like, pretended to not acknowledge me. I'm more insulted you called me Jeffrey.
Oh, it's okay, Jeffrey. I know that's not what your parents actually named you at birth, but
Hey, now go fuck yourself.
they named you.
Oh yeah, this is like the really
Jeffremiah, but
Jeffremiah.
yeah.
This is probably the toughest part of this storm fight because like there's like just a clusterfuck of all of the enemies here. Oh. Yay. Think we only have to kill a few more enemies.
Oh my god. And then we get to go fight Phil.
Yes.
You get to fight Frank.
Is it Frank from It's Always Sunny and Frank Sinatra?
Sure.
Sure.
Frank Sinatra is dead, but sure.
What? It's his ghost.
I mean,
Frank Sinatra's ghost.
it's a fucking
It's
Frank
just like-
game,
Reynolds.
so I don't think it really matters if his real life counterpart's alive or dead.
But
So-
Lennon.
Yeah,
Our final fight in the Hades Cup
it's Hades.
is against the Rock Titan.
Oh,
Why the fuck is it not Hades?
I
It's
don't
the
know.
Hades Cup.
So, alright. So the Rock Titan is the final fight of the Hades Cup.
Oh
for
god,
some
his
reason.
health bar is purple and it's not going down.
Yep. So the Rock Titan is, interestingly, the enemy in Kingdom Hearts 1 with the highest health total in the entire game. No boss, super boss or otherwise, comes close to him.
It's
He
not
doesn't
going
have
down.
he doesn't have just one extra health bar that you can't see. He has two. He has 2100 HP. And
Jesus.
guess what? This whole fight is just him soaking up as much time as possible. Because, as you may or may not have been aware, I may have or may not have mentioned this, but all of the different cups have... Ow. He can slam down and deal some damage to you. All the different cups have an extra challenge where if you can beat the cup in a certain time limit, you get a bonus. So the developers thought it was a cute, funny idea to have a boss at the end of the Hades Cup that is not hard in any way, has a fuck ton of HP, and literally does nothing but waste your time. He has 2100 HP, and he is no way, shape, or form difficult. You just wail on his legs and getting tech points along the way until he falls over, and then you can jump up and attack his heads for extra damage until he decides to get up, and then if you fall off, you just go back to fighting, to whacking at his legs, and that's it. Also, I managed to get stuck on the top of the detection, the collision box of the arena, so that was funny.
does he even deal damage? Oh, never.
Oh yeah, he does damage. He can. So his steps cause little tremors that if you don't jump, they will deal damage, as well as him falling over and slamming on the ground will deal damage as well. But God, he's so fucking dumb. It's literally it's almost an unlosable fight.
This is my favorite.
Like even Donald and Goofy, who are normally getting their asses kicked by moderately tough enemies, are moderately healthy in this fight. That shows you how stupid this fight is. Well, we did it. Don't know why Hades wasn't the first one. They could have thrown this in there anywhere really, because if they wanted to fuck the player over and make them take an obscene amount of time, but the first place, really?
He was better than even Herc.
Guess so.
Herc didn't even show up in this cup.
Nothing to it.
There was absolutely nothing to it. You're correct, small child.
We're the champs.
We got another trophy.
Are we done?
Donald puts Hades hit fire out.
Are we actually heroes now, Herc?
And Sora learns the Trinity Limit ability, which is his final, high-powered attack ability. It requires all of your MP, and it needs at least 3, and it only works with Donald and Goofy in the party, and it's basically a screen nuke.
Nice.
It's not good if you're trying to do a combo on a boss, but it's really good if you're trying to fight mobs. Like, if you need to just kill a mob and you have Trinity Limit, you just, bam, done. Level 57, that's the level we're at. Now that we're done here, guys, we're going to go to the last world now.
No, I don't want to.
Yep.
No, I don't want to see this. So we're done.
We're done with the video.
15 minutes. That's
guys,
a good part.
I took damage. Guys, I took damage.
You know what?
For the first time ever.
You know what, Jeremy? That's nice.
Jeremy. So I went from Jeffrey to Jeremy.
Yes. We had to replace Jeffrey.
Oh boy, spooky dark background. Guys, I think we're heading to the edge of the universe.
Is that what you think, Jeremiah?
Sure.
Okay.
Also, apparently I have, like, 8 power, but I don't know what I use the power for. I don't have any, like, guns or anything attached to, like, require the use of the power gauge.
Well, what's the point of the power gauge, then?
It uses something uses it, but I honestly don't remember because, like, I don't go into depth with the gummy system in this game because, well, as you can see, it's not worth it.
Yeah, I still don't understand why this is here.
This looks like a Windows screensaver.
This is a Windows screensaver.
You're a Windows screensaver.
How dare you? My mother was a Windows screensaver.
Those
These guys
things
are
look
kind of
deadly.
Yeah, this is probably like the only fairly tricky gummy ship section because this is basically the defense for the well, it's the final world. So I guess you could probably call it the Heartless's current homeworld. I don't know if they have like a specific homeworld per se, but this is definitely their main base. Although, for the final world, you'll find out soon that there's actually not that many Heartless left on it. Probably because they decided to go fuck off to all the other worlds.
There's only 2 Heartless, and their names are Bill and Ted.
And they're on an excellent adventure.
Yes.
When are Bill and Ted gonna be in a Kingdom Hearts game?
Yeah. Well, I mean, besides these 2.
Should probably save the game
Why?
if you haven't in a while, because, well, we're coming out to the last world.
So the LP's over? We did it?
No. Welcome to End of the World. That is literally the name of this world. And it definitely looks like it's the end of the world in this place.
Left of the world's taken by the Heartless?
Those worlds will be restored if we beat Ansem, right?
No.
But
No, I
if we
said
do
no.
beat him, and all these worlds become restored and disconnected, what's gonna happen to this place? And to us?
Don't worry about it. It's a kid's game.
This is a Heartless world, so maybe it'll just disappear.
Huh?
But no worries. Even if this place goes poof, our hearts ain't going nowhere. I'm sure we'll find our pals again. Yep, I just know that we will.
Well, Goofy, you said so I believe you.
Yeah.
He's a Disney character,
You're right.
after all. He can't lie.
Well, more importantly, it's Goofy. I trust Goofy. I wouldn't trust Donald farther than I can throw him.
And I can throw him pretty far.
Oh yeah, definitely. So, it's kind of hard to tell, but basically even though it looks like a big open area, It's actually like closed off, and they're like these little invisible hallways of sorts. And essentially, if you just head straight towards each of the little tiny islets that have like a treasure chest near it, then you'll be fine. But occasionally, as you try to cross the like weird ocean thing, on your way to it, you'll end up getting attacked by a random encounter, which drops you into this weird void.
Neat.
And even though, like, you can see treasure chests floating around here, you can't actually grab them because it's sort of like a mirror world. It's like a mirror image of like the of like this area. It's kind of interesting. This is actually probably like the part in Kingdom Hearts as a series that like it gets really weird and freaky with like worlds and like physics and all this other like weird like aesthetics and shit like that. Like what the series is going to become known for, like this is basically the start of it. Hey, we got an MP Rage ability. MP Rage, I don't remember if I mentioned this, but the MP Rage ability basically makes it so that if you take damage, you restore more of your MP than you would if you didn't have it equipped.
Neat.
Pretty useful, I guess.
What was I doing here?
Probably equipping...
Oh. I think I was just looking to see if I wanted to equip an ability, but I decided not to do it. Let's go get this thing. It's a Mega Potion.
Neat.
We gotta head towards that weird spiral thing.
What if we, don't?
Oh, there's a behemoth in this one. Okay. Thankfully, it's not as high on HP as the last behemoths. He's just got 3.5 bars instead of like 4.5 or 5. But guess what? He does the same fucking thing as the other ones.
Oh, cool. Wow.
I think I fell behind. What time are we at?
We are at 22:33, 22:35.
28,
Oh, I'm way behind. Okay.
28:57.
No, there is no 28:57, Landon. God damn it.
Well,
We've got 6 more minutes left of the
there
video.
might be in the final version.
Damn, you're right.
Damn,
you're
I
right.
am right.
Cloud, you need to prove him wrong.
Yeah, you have to end this.
You need to end the
video
video right
now.
Right when the video actually ends.
End it right now.
This motherfucker doesn't want to. There we go. Ooh, give me that. Oh, I didn't mention this because obviously they don't drop any items when we're fighting them in the Coliseum, but the Invisible and the Angel Star do have some interesting unique drops for synthesis materials. I believe they both drop the same thing. It is called Gale, and they can basically only be obtained by these 2 enemies. There's also going to be another enemy that's unique to this world that is Special Heartless. I haven't mentioned all the Special Heartless, so I guess I might as well just go over a couple of them now that I didn't mention. There's the... I mentioned the Pot Centipede in Agrabah. I mentioned the... I think I mentioned the Chimera that is in the fucking Halloween Town where Oogie Boogie's manor was. I didn't get to show it off, but it's a pretty interesting fight. I did mention the Pink Agaricus. If I didn't mention it, there's also these like the set of enemies called the Gigant Shadow, which are like gigantic versions of shadows that are like they tower over Sora, and if they make one attack land on Sora, they'll run away, but if you can hit all of them and knock them out, you get a unique item that way. I mentioned the Black Ballade in the jungle. I think I mentioned Sniper Wild in Traverse Town. They're these monkeys that, like, if they spot you, you'll end up getting endlessly pelted by unavoidable attacks, but if you can sneak up on them, you can knock out, like, the 3 waves. It's best if you use, like, the stop magic for them. There's also a thing called the Grand Ghost, which is just a giant version of a ghost. I can't remember the exact mechanics to his fight, but he's in Monstro. The Jet Balloon, which is in Neverland, he basically needs to be stopped and, like, wailed on in order to kill him. He's not too crazy otherwise, but he can, like, just throw a shit ton of stuff at you. And then the last special Heartless is at the end of this world, which we will unfortunately not see in this part, but we will see in the next part.
Oh?
Or maybe the part after that? I can't remember. This world is pretty long.
Give us a small hint.
It is an enemy that appears later in the series as a regular enemy instead of like a weird special Heartless. And it is basically a souped up version of the regular Shadow Heartless, but just cooler looking.
It's Mickey Mouse.
Hey, we got a Gale.
Got it.
No, they're called Neo Shadows.
Neo Mickey Mouse.
But they come in like Neo Mickey Mouse. What kind of fucking edgelord shit is this?
He's my original character. Do not steal.
Okay, I will not steal. I want that. I don't know what's in it, but I want it. I regret everything. I shouldn't have gotten greedy.
And it's just Hades times 3.
Again.
Yeah.
It was me, Austin!
It was me, Sora! Having fun yet?
No, fuck you. Oh my god. That would be a thing Hades would do. Hades is just Vince McMahon. Do you agree with this, Jack?
I mean, they're both assholes, so yeah.
And they have both been known to rig fights. You know what? Yeah. Interesting discovery today, thanks to Landon. Landon, you are a master detective.
You're welcome. I'll take my donuts now.
Oh boy, this place looks like Evangelion.
I don't know what that is either.
Jack knows what I'm talking about. This area will be another fight with another behemoth who, for some reason, has slightly less HP than the other ones.
Oh, thank goodness. Maybe it's the same behemoth, and it just doesn't have time to recover its full HP each time.
Hey, maybe it does. Maybe it is. You know, I don't know.
God, look at Goofy's health bar.
Yeah, it wraps so far around.
It's gonna overlap Donald's magic meter.
I wouldn't be surprised. I can't remember if in the file that I'm playing, if that's the case.
Meanwhile, Donald just has piss poor HP.
Oh yeah, he barely has enough to wrap around.
He has about as much HP as Sora had when the game started.
No.
There's more.
Sora had so a quarter of that circle is 18 HP. So it goes 18, 36, 54. Anyway, in the next part we'll do more of this world, I guess.